channel, doing a second video. As you can see with the same hoodie, it's just I have the day off, so I'm like, hey, let me just do another video. And this pre-workout that I'm doing the review on, I honestly just fell in love with it. When I do need to like sweat off that excess water and all that, this is my go-to pre-workout. So the pre-workout I'm reviewing for you guys is the Alpha Lion Superhuman Burn, but the new flavor. I believe this is their limited edition. It does say it right here, limited edition flavor, and it is the Swole Cola, the 2-in-1 Extreme Energy plus Fat Burning Pre-Workout. Now, this is a cherry cola flavor. I love soda because I used to drink it all the time. When you have that flavor, it kind of gives you that memory of like, hey, I used to drink something like this before, but now it's in my pre-workout. And now I feel like a little better taking this pre-workout. And this flavor did surprise me because they hit it on the nail when it came to the cherry cola flavor. Now, the only thing I would add is that since it is a fat burner and they use cayenne pepper, you do get that little spicy kick in the back of your throat after you're downing it. So meaning you take a sip, you taste the whole cherry cola, but then at the end you get like a little spicy kick. Now, if you don't mind that, I'm Spanish, and for me, I grew around all spiciness and like all types of spicy foods, period. So that little kick honestly I'm not affected by it, and I don't mind having it. So for me, I'm giving this a 10 out of 10 just because it's an original flavor and it has a little spicy kick to it to add to the fat burning properties. And if you know what cayenne pepper does, it just doesn't make you sweat off excess water, but it also helps with inflammation and helps with the gut health as well. Takes out all that little grease that's like on the side of your stomach and all that. So kudos to them for adding that ingredient into the Superhuman Burn Extreme Pre-Workout. And again, flavor-wise, 10 out of 10. So let's go into the supplement facts, and then I'll give you my experience. So serving size, we are getting 1 scoop at 15.6 grams. There is no 2-scoop ratio here. And we are getting 21 servings, 1 more serving past the recommended or the sales serving size for each pre-workout, because everywhere you go, you always see 20 or better. So honestly, 21 gives me that extra day to burn more fat. So I'm loving that. Now, this label is a little bit confusing because they do give you the option of doing a half scoop or a full scoop. But before we get into that, I wanted to add that when you a flat level scoop won't be the 15.6 grams. You will have to do like it came out to like, I think it was like 14 grams. So it's like a gram 0.6 short. So you will have to add like another mountain, a little baby mountain on it, or if you want, you can weigh it out. Just remember, each scooper is different, and you might get a different batch, but for me, it was off just by 1.6 grams. Not bad, not complaining. I just know I have to throw a little bit more on top. So back to the supplement facts. I'm just gonna read the 1 scoop serving, because honestly, if you're not taking the full serving, you won't really feel the whole effect, because half a scoop left me like, like I needed the full one, honestly. And that means I ran it twice, at half a scoop and at 1 scoop. Now let's get into the ingredient profile. Now we are getting the Superhuman Performance Matrix. This is their pump formula or their pump mixture. And we are getting some L-citrulline at 4,000 milligrams, just pure L-citrulline. A little low, you know, recommended amount is between like 8 and 10. But it is a fat burner pre-workout. It's not leaning towards a pump formula 100%, so it's still not bad. We are getting some beta alanine at 3.2 grams. Honestly, anything above 3 gives you that sense of urgency, and you should be good to go. And especially, it's Alpha Lion. Like, Alpha Lion has the well-sourced beta, so I did not mind having that amount. If anything, that's good enough because they are well sourced, and any pre-workout that I tried from them honestly had the good betas. Now, the next ingredient we are getting is some L-taurine at 500 milligrams. Great amount. I believe anything between 2 to 300 will get you going, but 500 is a loaded amount for the ingredient. Now let's get into the SuperHuman Extreme Energy and Focus Matrix. We are getting some chlorine bicitrate at 1,000 milligrams, and we are getting some L-tyrosine at 1,000 milligrams. Now we are getting some setting energy NU, and this is a trademark name, and we are getting 400 milligrams of this. I didn't do a lot of research on this ingredient, but I believe it's supposed to add to the energy complex, as this is a new ingredient trademarked by Alpha Line. So honestly, I'm just happy we are getting some new ideas and new ways to add to our energy that we need for the gym. Because honestly, when you wake up 5, 6 in the morning, you're like, I need something to wake me up. So that added to it. Now the next ingredient we are getting is some SXT Energy System, which is caffeinogenesis, Zoom XRS extended release caffeine, and Zoom XRS, and Zoom XR delayed release caffeine, and their total is 420 milligrams of pure caffeine from 3 different sources. So we got the hard hitting, the long lasting, and then the delayed release. Honestly, I was like, what? Extended and delayed? Oh my gosh, this is gonna last the whole day. Got me a little scared, because I'm like, I've never seen this combo done, but happy it's in here. Now we are getting some theobromine at 200 milligrams. Decent amount, honestly, and I don't mind the theobromine. If you like it, if you don't like it, hey, it is what it is. So let's go into the SuperHuman Extreme Thermogenic Matrix. This is the reason why I bought this SuperHuman Burn. So the first ingredient in here is the Mito Burn at 500 milligrams. Now, Mito Burn, I looked it up, and it's one of the best fat burning ingredients to help you shred and sweat in the gym. You're sweating like a beast. Now, the next ingredient we are getting is Sensorol at 250 milligrams. Whew. Now, this is what I was talking about when you down it. You're gonna taste this. We are getting some Capsi Max Cayenne pepper extract at 50 milligrams. 50 milligrams is a lot for that ingredient. And honestly, if you had even a little bit of cayenne pepper to a soup or to like any thing that you're eating, you taste it, and it kind of makes like you feel like your pores open up and you start sweating like from your nose and under your cheeks. Honestly, that's what I was feeling in the gym as well, and it helped me sweat out so much. Now we are getting some Calorie Burn GP at 40 milligrams. If you didn't have enough ingredients to make you sweat, now you have another one. And we are getting some black pepper extract at 10 milligrams and some GBB Go, which is GBB HCl, at 5 milligrams to add on top to the other ingredients. So you will be sweating up a storm in here. And we are getting some alpha-bean, which is Rowolfen Stein, some alpha yo, I believe, at 1 milligram. Whew. Now that is something that will make you sweat, will have you with that swamp, but keeping it 100 with you guys. So the way I took this one was 10 minutes before leaving the house. So by the time I got to the gym, it was around that 20-minute mark. Now, first things first, you do feel the beta alanine hit you. For me, I felt it in the eyebrows and I felt it a little bit in my hands, but those were the only 2 places I felt it. And it gives you that sense of urgency, and they do last until that 30-35-minute mark. Now, when it came to working out, when it came to the first 2 machines that I did hit, or the first 2 workouts that I did do, I was already sweating like I worked out for like, you know, 30-40 minutes. And at the same time that you feel that sweat come in, that energy just starts hitting you fast. Like that fast acting caffeine hits you and you're like, oh wow, and you start feeling good. And there's something in this with like that. I literally like Googled the label again, and I'm like, why I feel like this? Because the label honestly is stacked for a fat burner, but I didn't expect to feel that good on it, and the energy wasn't like too intense that I was like, no, I have to, you know, move around. No, I was able to control the end, like what I was doing. I was alert. It sure did wake me up in the morning, and honestly, by the time I hit that 45-minute mark, you do start feeling that second wind of energy, or like that second kick to it, as that extended release or that the delayed release caffeine starts kicking in, and then you're able to continue working out, and you're able to, you know, push through your workout without any issues. Now, for me, this one, I love it because I was just sweating the whole time I was there. I had a black hoodie, black sweatpants, so I was, you know, sweating. And I also wear, sometimes, it's not all the time, like a little vest under to burn some extra fat. And I felt like I did not need to wear that day. I was like, I should have just wore a tank top and a hoodie and just had an extra shirt in the backpack just to change afterwards. And then the second time I took this, because remember I told you guys I did take it at half a scoop, 1 scoop, and half a scoop, it was all right. It's like a daily driver for me, a daily driver fat burner. But when it comes to the full scoop, you could lean towards the high stim realm. So when I did try it both times I was sweating up a storm, and I did hit the sauna afterwards, but I was only able to do 5 minutes just because the sweating is intense. This fat burning or superhuman extreme thermogenic matrix is OD. Like, this is something that will have you burning fat more than usual. Alphaline knocked it out with the flavor and with the effects of how it literally makes you sweat and makes you feel good. But I will tell you this, when it came to coming back home and showering, I was able to shower and not sweat too much. But when I did start walking my dogs, like around noon, like I think it was like 12:30, I did sweat more than usual because I guess it was still in my system. So I was burning fat the whole day. Even though I was sitting down on another seat, I kind of had to stand up to get some wind circulation in between my legs, because I was getting hot on my armpits. I was sweating. So for me, I would recommend, if you don't work at home, or you don't like that that feeling of sweating while you're at work, then maybe take this after work, maybe half a scoop, try it out, and then try out the full serving the following day in the afternoon to see how it does for you guys. But if you don't mind sweating a little extra throughout the day, then I would recommend you pick this one up. This one I feel like should stay in rotation for a while, even if the flavor goes away. But if the ingredient profile stays the same, then I'm gonna continue to buy this one for sure. This one and the Panda cuts, the capsules, both of them are some great fat burners. And I would like to add to this that when it came to the energy, it lasts about 5 to 6 hours before it starts dwindling down because of the 3 different sources of caffeine: the delayed, the extended, and the fast acting. So Alpha Lion, you did a great job on this one. My review is 10 out of 10 for flavor and 10 out of 10 for a fat burning pre-workout. So with that, guys, I'll catch you in the next video.